My grandfather was a very spiritual man, deeply in his Christian faith. One of his beliefs was that a family that prays together stays together. He was rather distant, but he's been there for a good portion of it.
So when you converted to Islam, did you think about those things, so your grandfather, and how were you treated as far as your family and community when you converted to Islam? Was it anything like the way, now was your husband a born Muslim or did he convert as well?
My husband converted to Islam before I met him. He wasn't completely practicing because he was dealing with his own personal dilemmas with life and religion. But he had made a decision along the time that I first met him that he wanted to get back into practicing Islam. And he guided me to practicing myself. My family was very upset about me converting. My mother's family especially. They are strong in their Baptist faith. Several of my cousins and a few of my uncles are Baptist ministers. So they weren't really happy with me converting to Islam. I don't know exactly why it was, but they didn't like it. My father's family, on the other hand, accept me with open arms. There's no changes. My friends come from all different cultural backgrounds. So with the negative media publicity, they had questions. They had a bit of fears, but they felt that since I'm the friend, they've known me for a long time, they could ask me some things that they questioned and didn't understand. For whatever reason in life, positive really doesn't show itself. Like I said, my father's family don't look at me any different. I'm basically the same Sandra that they knew when I was growing up. And regardless of if I wear a scarf or not, they still see me as me. Allah, I look at that as being another word of God. The person that created the world and gave us the basis of a place that we live in. The universe is a vast place that we as humans, as the small space of it that we can, need to protect and care for and not allow our religious differences or cultural differences to cause us to not have it.
The name of the Prophet?
The Prophet is a guide of how to follow and be the best person that you could possibly be.
What about the word zakat?
Zakat, very important word. People need to reach out to their community, their fellow man, and help them whichever way they possibly can. Zakat does not necessarily mean that you go into the mosque or your church and give donations. It's helpful, they do need it, but that's not the only way you can give. I believe zakat also equates to you giving of yourself. Volunteering at your church, volunteering at your mosque, volunteering at a homeless shelter, seeing somebody in the streets who may have ran out of gas or doesn't have any food to eat, helping them. Zakat is humanity coming together and helping one another.
What about the word human?
Human, we are all human, and as long as we're focused on the fact that we're a different color, our families come from different places, we speak different languages, We practice different religions. We practice our religion differently. We're going to take away the fact that we're human. We all bleed, we all have to eat, we all have to sleep. And religion and culture, it just gives us a fact of who we are and how we exist in life. But we are all still creations of Allah.
Well, in our initial interview, you told us that you were an artist. And that's a little bit more positive, maybe make you stop crying a bit over that. You said you were a crafter. Now, explain to us arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts. My father's family, from what I understand, my great-grandmother's family are Native Americans. So there are crafts that they pass down from generation to generation. Growing up, when I would spend time with my great-grandmother or my grandmother, both of which are no longer with me, they would teach me how to sew, crochet, and knit. Things that I carry with me every day. It's knowledge that I carry on to create things that I need: clothes, wallet, purse, things to give to others to help keep them warm, like scarves. It's a gift that was given to me by them. With the base that I like working with my hands. So I have done several forms of art. I've done sculpting in clay. I wanted to do a lot of woodworking, but the opportunity and chance hasn't completely come around. So mostly I do a little bit of drawing. I sew. I knit. I crochet basic things to help around the house and family members and friends. In school, I took silversmithing, which I would love to get back into, but it's very expensive and a bit on the toxic side, so it's not safe to have around my son until I actually have a complete workspace. My son is a very special person. He's a free spirit.
What about your husband? You do any arts and crafts?
I haven't seen him do any. He's shown me artwork from his past, but for the most part, he plays music when he has free time.
Okay. So let's pick out a couple more words and closing the interview out. The word knowledge.
Knowledge, it's something that we should seek out constantly. Whenever you think you know something, 9 times out of 10, you don't know anything. It's a constant quest that we as humans need to seek out about ourselves, about the people around us, about our religion, about other religions. We all need to continue looking for more information to get a better understanding about the world around us.
And again, going back to your specialty, the word art.
What do you want to know?
What does art mean to you?
Art is a personal expression. It tells who you are as a person, what it is that you believe in, and how you care about the world around you and the people around you.